What's up, online shoppers? I am so excited that this little device arrived in the mail today. Now, this is an electronic breathing cupping massager that has built-in infrared light and heat to help up your massage experience. I have a lot of athletes in my family and everybody's always getting knocked around, so I wanted to have one of these on hand so that I could help to loosen up those tight muscles after a tough game or a hard workout session. Let's open it up and see what's in the box. These are gaskets, and I think I know where they're gonna go, so we'll take a look in a second. You get a charge cord in the box. There is a handy little instruction manual right there. And here is the cupper machine. Now, this is rechargeable. When I read the specifications on the box, it says that it takes 2 hours to fully charge your unit. And it comes with 2 different cupping attachments. So this is the narrow cupping attachment, and this one here is the wide cupping attachment. Now, the wide cupping attachment you'd probably use on a larger area, like say your back or the backs of your thighs, the sides of your thighs. This is the smaller attachment, and it's better for the areas where this is just too wide to get a good suction grip. Now, cupping comes from traditional Chinese practices. Now, before, they would use little glass cups with a suction to pull blood to an area to improve circulation and to provide relaxing experience for your muscles. But this electronic cupping machine does all the work without having to have the glass cupping modules attached to your body. It's a USB-C charge cord, so you just plug it in like that. Plug this into a block and charge it for 2 hours. It's going to flash, and then when it's done, it doesn't flash anymore, so you know that it's charged. Now, you can interchange these cups from the top here, and all you have to do is screw them in. Each of these has a little gasket here, and when I read up on it, the gasket is so that if you are using an essential oil or some sort of a massage oil on the skin, as the machine is sucking the air out of the treatment area, this little foam piece here acts as a filter and prevents oil from getting up inside the machine and clogging it up, preventing it from working. Now, this has 2 different modes of operation, and it has 12 different heat settings and 12 different suction settings as well. So this can be used at a very low intensity introductory method, and then you can increase the intensity as you need it or as you enjoy it. So let's just put this on here. Now, before I put the cup on, I'm just going to turn it on right here. This is how you turn it on. This red button, you hold it on and it turns on. Now you can hear a little grinding noise, and if you look underneath here, there is a light in the area as well. Now, you have a couple things to control here on your display. So let's take a look at what each one of those is. Now, there's 4 buttons on the top of the little machine. This one here is the suction. This one here is the vacuum release, and this one here is the suction release, and this one here is the heat. So each time you press either the suction or the heat, it's going to go up. So if you press this, you can see that it goes from a level 3, which is its preset, to a level 4, to a 5, to a 7, to an 8, to a 9, to a 10, and finally 12. 12 is the top setting for suction. Now, on top of adjusting the suction, you can also adjust the heat, like by pressing it this way. You can turn the heat up. You can see the numbers increasing. And the higher up you go, the more you see the colored lights flashing. So this also has a top setting of 12. And when it's at 12, you can see the lights in here are flashing just like that. You have the lights underneath here and heat that pumps into here as well. Now let's put the cup attachment on and see how it actually works. So in order to get it moving, what you have to do is you turn it on. So a quick little tap of the button here is going to turn it on. You can use it in 2 different ways. You can use it for cupping, which is where you are pulling on one particular area, or you can use it for scraping. Now, that doesn't mean you're cutting. It means you're actually moving the suction along a section of skin and muscle. Now, when you do that, it is recommended that you put an essential oil on your skin so that the cupper is going to slide easier. Otherwise, if you're just focusing on a central treatment where you're putting it on one area, turning it on, leaving it there for 10 minutes, and then moving it to another area, you don't necessarily have to use the essential oils. So in order to turn it on, we're just going to turn the power here. I'm going to demonstrate for you on my forearm how you do this. So because it's a small area and because there's actually a curvature to my arm, I'm going to use the oval cupper here. So now I'm going to press the button to turn it on. As soon as I turn it on, you can see that it starts to suck my skin up. Now this is the 3 setting. Now if I want it to be increased, I press the button and it adds increased suction, just like that. You can see the numbers going up on the machine. And I can also increase the heat this way by pressing it up there. And in this particular area, you can see the red light and the heat is being applied in this section. You can see the flashing display there. Now, if I find this is uncomfortable, I can quickly release the pressure by pushing this button right here. This is set for a 10-minute treatment cycle. So after 10 minutes, it's going to shut off. If I don't do anything to it, it will stay like that for 20 minutes. But at 20 minutes, there is an automatic shut off and the pressure is released and everything goes back to 0. So if I find this uncomfortable and that I want to take it off, all I have to do is press the pressure release right here and it undoes the suction. And you can see there, you can actually see the impression of the cupper on my skin. When I first let go, it was actually a little bit raised too. As you can see, bring blood to the surface. That's why the skin in this area is all red. And that is what helps to make everything feel relaxed, is that pull and then the release of pressure. I am really looking forward to giving this a try and seeing how it works on tired, sore muscles. And I will let you know if this is as great as I think it is, but I'm pretty confident after seeing it out of the box and seeing it in action here, this is going to be a family favorite at my house.